Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best bridge cameras.
Starting at number 5.
Nikon P950. The Pix P950 was a successor to the P900 and showed Nikon's ambition to have the biggest zoom on a bridge camera, a record-breaking baton now held by its bigger brother the Pix P1000 above. Nonetheless, the lens on the P950 remains impressive, boasting 83x optical zoom with an equivalent focal length range of 24 to 2000 mm, and if this somehow isn't enough for you, it can be digitally extended to 4000 mm. The P950 added a lot of features that people felt were missing or subpar on the P900. It improves the viewfinder, adds RAW capture and ups the maximum video resolution to 4K. The only reason it's not further up the list is its small sensor size and that it now stands somewhat in the shadow of the P1000.
Coming at number 4.
Canon PowerShot SX70. On paper, the SX70HS looks a close rival to the Panasonic FZ2500, below, offering a slightly longer maximum zoom and nearly matching the Panasonic's wide-angle setting. But its f/3.4-6.5 maximum aperture range is on the low side and its 20MP resolution can't overcome the limitations of the small 1/2.3-inch sensor size. The SX70 does handle well and it's not that big for a bridge camera, but the opposition has moved on, with bigger zoom ranges, bigger sensors, or lower price points. The SX70HS offers solid enough specifications, but at a price point that makes its rivals look more tempting.
At number 3.
Kodak Pix Pro A528. Kodak continues to play to a niche, but potentially still a sizable audience of photographers who competing brands have moved on from, with the Pixpro A528 all-in-one super zoom while others have abandoned the area. The huge 52x zoom still comes in very handy not just for budding wildlife photographers but also for casual sports photography fans, which makes this an incredibly versatile camera. However, it's still saddled with a smallish sensor and any camera like this means softer results when shooting handheld the further we creep towards its maximum zoom setting.
Number 2 of my list.
Nikon P1000. I've never owned a bridge camera in my life, but as soon as I used the P1000 I knew that I wanted one. For me, the all-in-one zoom range is the most important thing on a bridge and at its max zoom, the Nikon P1000 has an astonishing 3000 mm focal length. Even if such a lens were available for a mirrorless camera, and even if it was affordable, the ability to go from shooting at 24 mm all the way to 3000 mm in a matter of seconds, without having to switch lenses, it's simply incredible. When shooting at the telephoto end, you do lose 3 full stops, taking the aperture down from a solid f/2.8 to a less impressive f/8. And at longer focal lengths there is a noticeable softness in images, even with the best camera technique, aided by impressive image stabilization. This isn't helped by the sensor being a relatively small 1/2.3-inch affair, and just 16 MP at that. Still, the P1000 boasts a high-resolution electronic viewfinder, 4K video capabilities, and it shoots in RAW. And did I mention that its maximum zoom is 3000 mm? Okay, it's a high price for not a lot of sensor, but if range is your top priority then there's nothing better out there.
And number 1.
Sony RX14. Even though the Sony CyberShot RX14 is the most expensive camera on our list, it has a high price tag for a reason. The most exciting upgrade from the RX10 is the 315-point phase detect AF system, which makes it much better at tracking moving subjects. It's also the first RX10 with a touchscreen. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity make it possible to share images to your smartphone on the move and, while the 24 to 600 mm lens might not offer the biggest focal range, the fantastic 1-inch Sony sensor delivers arguably the best image quality of any camera here. It's capable of 24 frames per second continuous burst shooting as well as 4K video, making it a versatile and powerful all-round performer even though you'll need to dig a little deeper into your funds.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.